gone for the big dive. Hamilton dives out of the way.
But no, Isaac's going to do it. He comes across the line to take P1 on his debut. What an amazing race. It's the battle of the late breakers, and a late risk gets it.
Lovely move from Scotty.
All one. Here we go, then around the outside. Oh, what a move by Elo. That is not a place you overtake.
Buddy War's not going to give us up. A good fight.
Oh dear me. Oh, and look at that. Peg Dorniak and Charlie going at it. Round P1. To the last corner, who's going to get the better traction? Race to the better line. It's going to be a drag race to the finishing line. Good evening everyone and welcome back to 7th Gear Racing. It's time for the season finale as we bid farewell to F1 22 for the final time this week. We're here at the legendary Spa circuit where we have two drivers vying for the title. Spa, of course, is made up of 19 corners with 2 DRS zones. A track which is steeped in history and will be looking to add to that with a potential new 7GR Drivers' Champion tonight. Looks like there was a big freeze there. I'll just let the graphic play. I said my bit. So, we know Spa's got plenty of overtaking opportunities. Overtaking opportunity number 1 is down into turn 1, of course, La Source. That is where the first DRS zone. But what we'll see is where the main overtaking tonight will be. Will actually be up into turn 5 after the Camel Straight. I'm just going to end that because that's being really laggy for some reason. Apologies. What is going on? Right, so before we crack on, let's get to the standings. As you can see, we've got 2 drivers in with a shot of winning the title. We've got Turner and Benster fighting it out. It's 17 points. It's going to be hard for Benster to turn it around, but it won't be impossible, of course. Benster has to finish either first or second in this race to have any kind of chance of winning. If Turner is 5th or above, then he wins. So let's join the action, shall we? Currently on board with Elite Risk. And he invalidates his lap. Lovely stuff. Right, is any one of these guys on a fast lap? Dan looks like he's on a fast lap and will be the first person to set a competitive time tonight. There we go, 143.2. So, Ogwe's on an out lap, so the other car was IC. So that we can have a Williams 1-2. So of course IC is a tier 2 driver. You may actually remember him from winning the first race of the season in Brazil. And how far does he go? He is 1.4 off his team, 1.5 off his teammate, I should say. Alright, who else? Who's next? Elite Risk thingy didn't he? We've got the Haas. Is it Rain? So Rain joining us for the last race. He has invalidated. Here comes Krigmet though. The other Bio is Bio on a lap. He is. And Bio trouble them up front. He goes 4th behind IC and decent lap from Vaughan actually. Next across the line I believe will be Krigmet. He had a very good outing in Portimao last week, didn't he? He was looking very strong. And today he goes P3. 4 tenths behind Vaughan. So lots of improvement. I think we'll see as Visions goes P4. Surprising to see him in the middle of those tier 2 drivers. So we've got the 2 Mercedes next. I think, are they still in their out lap? They might be. They might not be, but first across the line of the 2 Mercedes will be Ogwin. Lacking a bit of pace last week, he was playing a team game at some point, but he didn't show a lot of pace last week. Is he going to be back on it tonight? He is, with a 142.7. A good start for Ogwin. What about Turner? Where does he go? He goes across the line to start his fast lap. So let's ride on board with the championship leader, shall we? He makes his way towards Eau Rouge. Is he going to get a cheeky toe from his teammate? He keeps the line nice and straight. There we go, look at that. He's going to get the speed. He's getting a nice slipstream. This is where Ogwin will just pull off to the side. He does. Not like George Russell and Lewis at the weekend. They've done that pretty well. I think Turner may have been underestimated how much speed he actually took into that. There you go, down to 4th gear around here. The left-handers in 5th gear, keeping those gears nice and high. Approaching Pouon. Double left-hander. And they're braking, but a short shift down into 7th gear. Apologies, just remembered I wasn't in that party. Right. Here he comes in. What can Turner do? Around the final corner for the bus stop. Can he challenge his teammate? He does, a 142.3, 4 tenths quicker than his teammate. That is some lap. Aros looks like he's on a fast one in the Alpine. I wonder what kind of lap that Aros can put in. We've got Benster on his lap as well. We'll join Benster as soon as Aros crosses the line. Let's compare Aros. He might be a bit wide, but doesn't he? Doesn't quite hug the inside there. That corner you don't want to hug because that's the one you'll spin. Nice tight entry into there. Nicely done. This corner is flat out, but it is super tricky. If you're new to the game or new to F1, well, new to the game anyway, because real life cars don't have any problem there. You might see a few cars spinning around there tonight. Because despite it being flat out, it can be quite tricky if you don't get the right line. Here comes Aros then, into the bus stop. Across the line, is he going to get a 43? Oh, a 44.0, which puts him in 5th place, just behind Vaughan. Not a bad lap. Adam's set a lap as well in there. Right, here comes the Championship Challenger then. What can Benster do? Didn't see any purple sectors. And he does a 42.8 to put him in 3rd position. Not good enough if he wants to win the title. He's currently half a second off Turner. And of course, Turner does have the rig on of Ogween, so Benster really needs Jake to step up tonight. Jake has just starting a lap. He's down on another fast one. He's just started one. Aros on his way back. IC is on another fast. Oh no, he's on a out lap. Oh look, sorry, a new driver tonight, Mr. I don't know what to call him, Paneet. Paneet is on the out lap, making his debut tonight. And Rain has decided to retire. Well, not decided to retire. He's retired out on track. And yeah, just before the left-hander. Right. Alright, so Dan's there. Anyone else further along the lap? Visions of out lap. I see. Nope. So it's all about Dan. He's got to be careful because he's got 3 cars ahead of him that he's going to catch up. So hopefully, oh, he gets a big wiggle through there, doesn't he? Comes through Blanchard. Oh, and he spins it coming out of the final corner. And that is not how you improve your lap time. So I believe a late risk was next, but he has abandoned his lap again. So late risk has now wasted 2 sets of tyres here. He's only got 1 fresh set left now. So it's going to be interesting to see what he can do. Jake, I know Jake's had a few drinks tonight, so he might not have the optimal pace tonight. Kind of needs a bit of rain to kind of level the playing field, is the words he used. So next across the line, I believe, will be Adam. Up there in 7th position at the moment, looking good. He's about to start a lap. I think Ogween, I was about to say, I think he was about to do a fast lap for himself, but he's invalidated. So, it was 4 attempts up, but he obviously won't be able to complete that. Anyone else on a decent lap? Let's just stay with Jake, shall we? So what kind of pace he's got. Alright. Oh, and he's invalidated. I look away for 2 seconds and he's invalidated. So I don't think we've got anyone quick on a lap though, because Dan's invalidated as well. Adam, let's stay with Adam, shall we? Let's compare what Adam did. There we go, another short shift down into 7th. Through pull on. And the campus. Chicane. Through Stavolo. And now make his way up the hill through Blanchimont. Did I see a purple sector 2? That would be amazing if it was. He's currently 2 seconds off the pace. Which, to be fair, at a track like Spa isn't a surprise. But this is a big, long track, so when you've got a long track like this, the field will be spread out a little bit more. Does he improve? He does. He improved by 3 tenths. Put himself up into P5. A good lap that was from Adam. And looks like MFG is about to complete his lap. You know, MFG hasn't got the fastest pace, but it's good practice when you want to take some assists off. A 1:45.2. Back on the grid, but currently ahead of Elite Risk and Winnets, who have yet to set a lap. Of course, he'll be starting ahead of Rain and Punit, who are not going to get to their team, so it'll be at least P15 for MFG. But I see. He is just... Is he just starting? I believe he is just starting. MFG winner's done, so other than that, we know Adam is on his way in. So I guess we'll go with Vicey. How will he tackle Eau Rouge and Radion? Very well, actually. That looks very smooth. There we go. Benster and Turner coming out the pits now. Starting their laps. Yep, starting their laps. Just wanted to double check, just in case. Let's see how Icy takes Bill on, shall we? 6th gear for Icy. She prefers the higher revs through the corner there. You can see, look how much tired she was in Aros on those corners, touching the apex, just right there, just about touching the white line. And look at that, he's almost half a second up, which would move him up into P8 at the moment. As it stands. So then he approaches the old bus stop. And he does indeed go 8th place. Sorry for the delay there. Right, so 30 seconds. All right, so Turner's going to be finishing his lap a lot quicker than Benster is. Is he going to get another toe from Ogreen here? He's got to move out of the way. He might impede his teammate here, but this is a very good slipstream. Very, very good slipstream. Look at that. He could have choreographed. He could have choreographed. Good, I can't say the word. He could have choreographed that move any better, but I think Ogreen didn't get Turner didn't get a great exit there, but he does go quicker. A 1:42.2. What can Benster do? Can he improve at all? He doesn't. He goes slower. So Benster will start P3. Championship contenders in 1 and 3, and of course you've got the blockade, which is Ogreen. Now he is starting his lap. Is he going to get a toe? I think he's going to get a nice toe as well. To cement his 2nd place. I don't think he knows that Benster's done. Otherwise, I think they'd be saving a set of tyres here, because you never know what you might leave around Spa. It is traditionally a one-stop around here, with the tyres that we currently have. And let me just see if Ogreen can get... Will he take provisional pole of his teammate? Get the feeling that if he sees Benster done, he'll back off, but... Or look at that, Aros up into P4. Great lap from him, he missed that, didn't he? Great lap from Aros in P5, and Dan took P4, as I'm saying that. Aros down P4, Vaughan in P6, Jake in P8, a much improved lap there, puts him ahead of Cricknet and Bio. Alright, now what does Ogween do? Is he going to try and take pole off his teammate? He's going to go for it. But how quick is he going to go? He does cement second. Half a tenth. Wow. That is cutting it fine. I'll tell you that. He was very nearly took pole off his teammate. So there you go. There is your order for the Belgian Grand Prix. Right then, here is your grid for the Season 10 finale. We've got Championship leader on pole position number 142.202. His teammate Ogwin will join him on the front row. Elite Risk taking third, right at the death there. I missed that, which now demotes Benster to P4. He's got it all to do tonight, hasn't he? Dan and Aros are now going to be on the third row. Vaughan and Adam are 7 and 8. Jake and Krigman on the 5th row. Icy first outside the top 10. And then we've got Bio, Vision, Winnets, MFG, and then Panit and Rain, who didn't really set a lap time. So we'll just see what time we go at 20:58, so 3 minutes. And I will just put a reminder of the championship standings while we wait. Readied up, and we are going early. Almost missed that, but right, it looks like everyone is away at the start. Elite Risk has found himself up into P2. He's jumped Ogween. Ogween's fallen down into 4th place as the cars sort themselves up going into Rouge and Red. And look at that, it's getting very dangerous at the back here. Benster and Ogween going at it. Benster's got to be very careful, and there goes Dan. Wow. Lots of action at the start here. But, it's all... Where's it start? Oh, and Ogween almost into the back of Dan here. And look at that, he's overtaken Benster. And Benster knows that we've got 22 laps to go. It's a long race. He doesn't want to lose any kind of body part and lose a lot of time. But look at that, Rain is up 7 positions and finds himself in P10. Can Rain put himself in the picture here for a race win? But we have a VSC as Bio has retired. Looks like around the Bruxelles corner. That's where Rain retired in qualifying, wasn't it? Alright, so let's have a look at the leader. So Turner kept his position. Elite Risk manages jumped up one, Dan's up 2 places, Ogwin the big loser, and Benster down to P5. As it stands right now, Turner is going to be the crowned champion on his first full season here in 7GR. Many have done that, to be fair. Firmsy did it. Benson did it himself last season, and now it looks like we're going to get another new winner. No green flag racing just yet. The VSC is still out. Bio's car has been cleared. This has worked out quite nicely for Elite Risk. The longer the VSC comes out, the longer that these guys will stay within DRS of each other. And of course, next lap, DRS will be enabled. And it's still yellow flags here. And and Vaughan, who had a great, as we go green racing, Vaughan somehow Vaughan gets a drive-through penalty, and and Visions has gone. What happened to Visions? He's binned it going into Lecombs, and that is a miserable season for Vision ended. Right, back at the front, Dan is not able to keep up with the speed. He's already a second behind the front too, and he's going to have Ogwin and Benster all over him very, very soon. Now, Turner knows he only needs P5 to bring home the championship. He would love to obviously cement that with a race win, but we know how quick Elite Risk can be. Don't rule someone like Aros out. Aros won here previously. And we've got a Ferrari of Punit, who's gone around. Not a great start. 7GR career for Punit. Alright, so, hang on. Dan and Ogwin going at it, and Dan has let Ogwin go, hasn't he? He's not fault that. Right, so let's go on board with Elite Risk. This will be far away, 6 tenths, 7 tenths now, so I don't know if it'll be close enough to have a go at Turner into the comp. He isn't, he's too far away. What about Dan and Benster? Nope, as you were. Could prove to be tricky tonight. But look at that, Rain up into P7 now, he is on the move. He might not be as fast as he once was because he's got a new wheel he's getting used to, so we might not see the Rain of old. But, now we've had a few laps. Let's have a look to see what tyres. Oh my goodness, they've all started on the hard tyres, apart from Jake and Vaughan. And look at that, Rain almost in the wall. And Dan has made a mistake somewhere, and Benster has got by. That is great news for Benster. I don't know if that's just Dan thinking he doesn't want to get in the way. But we're not going to get many split strategies tonight unless we get some kind of hard medium or hard soft stops. Of course, never rule a safety car out around here. It'll be interesting to see how far they go on these mediums, because the undercut will work around here. But Benson right now not doing enough to hold on to his crown. And Turner just currently keeping Elite Risk at bay. Ogwin has closed. He is almost within that second. There you go. He won't get DRS here, but he may just get DRS up the Kemmel straight if he can get back under that second. And he, well, I might say he does, but no, he doesn't. He went the wrong way. I think he's not going to be. No, he's not. Look, he's going to be. Oh, I don't know. Depending on where the detection point. Oh, an Elite Risk! Wow! And he does get DRS, and that is going to open the door massively for Ogwin because Elite Risk is going to be out of sorts. He very nearly lost it there. We've seen many a driver smash it into that wall over the years. And Elite Risk gets away with that one. Benster still holding on. He's just over a second behind. Behind him though, Rain does overtake Alros and finds himself up into P6. Don't rule this guy out just yet. Right, looking down the field, Adam in the points. Alpha Tauri. I see up there in P9. Jake just behind him. The only one starting on the medium tyres, of course. Is he going to be able to pass Williams? He's also got Crigbit behind him. He wants to fend off. And look at that, Elite Risk is caught right back up. So I wonder if Turner's had like a little moment anywhere. That cost him a couple of attempts because we saw Elite Risk. Oh, hello. And is that Jake? Has he got... Oh, dear. I said it qualifying, didn't I? I said to watch out at Light Stavolo and turn 16 because cars will probably have a spin there, and Jake is the first victim. So there you go, the first 4 cars are now within a second. Benster's caught up to the back of Ogween. So now we've got 1.8 seconds separating the first 4 cars, which is something you definitely file under things you'll love to see. And Dan's not too far away either. Dan is literally only 3 seconds off the lead as well. Right, how hard are these guys going to push each other? Question is, not very hard. It looks like we could be in for another DRS train like last week. Elite Risk needs to get a good exit out of the source so he can get a good run up to kind of Eau Rouge. But easier said than done. Right. Have we got any more battles? So Jake, Rain is 3.1. Let's have a look at his fastest lap, shall we? 48.1. So we need to see Rain in some clear air before we can judge what his speed actually is. Doesn't look like he's making too much of an impression as of yet. But there you go. Dan is now in the second, so we've now got all the top 5 drivers within a second of each other. Dan, welcome to the DRS train. And this is where there'd be a perfect opportunity for a safety car. Further down the field, Crickmit is closing in on icy. Wonder if they'll have a look into turn 1. Here, turn 18, the chicane, 18 and 19. This is a potential overtaking, but obviously you've got to be a lot faster than the car in front. And now he'll use the DRS to get closer. Is that Ogween falling out the second? It is. Oh, hang on, look at this. Elite Risk. I said about getting a good run out of the source, and he's done exactly that. And he goes to the inside and easily can overtake it. There you go. Candy from a baby. Elite Risk up into the lead of the Grand Prix. And Turner now tucks in the P2. But, of course, P2 for Turner is still more than enough for him to take the championship. As Jake's horrible even goes from bad to worse. As he gets himself a track extension penalty. Alright, anyone else having a little battle? Crigbit didn't get past Icy, and we've got that nice helicopter view. It's a shame it's around the wrong corners, but it's nice to see nonetheless. Okay, so Jake looks like he's got to the back of Vaughan. 2 drivers who've had a miserable race so far, both drivers on the medium tyres. They will be pitting first, so of course if they do get the undercut, they might be able to close up to the cars ahead, but I think they'd definitely prefer a safety car, for sure. Right, top 5 still as you were. We are at the end of lap 6. We've got a yellow flag and it's Icy. He's the next victim. There you go. And we got there we go. We've got a full safety car. I said watch out for turn 16, didn't I? Jake's had come to it, but he didn't get any damage. Icy, on the other hand, full blown into the wall, has lost a wheel. And that brings out the first safety car of the day. And we've got some pitters, Dan and Rain, into the pits. Is it going to be a set of mediums? It is mediums for Dan. What about Rain? Yes, mediums now. I'm going to be quite optimistic and say that mediums could potentially go to the end of the race here. As Jake will pit, and I imagine he'll put on some hards. But that's a great result for himself. Rain comes out in P9, so he hasn't lost too much. The top 4 stayed out. Dan will be the outlier now. And we do get a reset. Kind of what this race needed in a way, as it was starting to kind of... It's odd to get a DRS train around... Nice reset, get the cars all close together again. Some different strategies now. See, Elite Risk could pit and he might. I wouldn't come out. I don't think he'd come out on for Aros, but I mean, I don't think it's really worth it, to be honest. Not at this stage. Not for the hard runners anyway. And there you go, Elite Risk. Oh, and Turner as well. We'll both jump into the pits and Benster stays out. So, and that means Ogwing is going to double stack, but it won't mean too much behind the safety car. It will get delayed, of course. Not by a lot, though, but will the pit crew start working? They do. So, Codemasters really have worked on the double stacking. But where's Elite Risk going to come out then? So, this is where we thought it could be worth it. Look at that. It's behind Aros, but ahead of Adam. So P3, so Benster looks like he's missed out here. He will, of course, have the buffer of Aros behind him, but I don't think it will take long for Elite Risk and Code to get past. And it's a question of when does Benster pit? I mean, he needs another safety car, really. So as it stands right now, obviously we won't finish this, but Turner in P5, still currently clinching the championship. With Benster in P1, he does need the fastest lap with Turner in P6. So not quite what he needs. That's not too far away. Never say never in this game. So is the safety car in yet? No, safety car's not in. We're going to get one more lap. Quite surprising. There you go. We are about to start lap 9. Almost halfway. That has gone rather quick. Right, so most of the field are on the medium tyres now. You see how this pans out, because they will be slower towards the end. Those mediums, they will go to the end, but it's a question of how knackered will they be, because obviously Benster will now go. You imagine it will go for another couple of laps. Maybe he'll want go for another safety car. Another safety car around lap kind of 12-13 would be absolutely ideal for Benster. Enable him to pull out a little gap. And then pit for the mediums. He would obviously go behind all the others. But it's do or die now for Benster. He's doing what he needs to do. So surely this is where the safety car comes in. We've had quite a few laps now. I'm surprised it even stayed out that late. This is where we should know. There you go. Safety car is in this lap. So it gets faster for no reason. Benster will now become the safety car. Now, the question is, how soon does Benster go? We need to get some heat into those hard tyres, really. And there isn't much of a start from the straight, so you might see Benster go try something cheeky here. I don't think anyone will be expecting to go until at least outside of the final chicane. And there you go, he does go a little bit early. And he does catch Aros out. Look at that, I called it, didn't I? I said he might start a little bit early. And there you go, he's got to be careful not to overwork those tyres. But Benson does get the jump on Aros, and Aros is going to get jumped by Elite Risk straight away. Look at that. So Elite Risk straight past Aros. Aros unable to do any kind of hold up work as Turner is going around the outside of Adam into turn one. A great move there from our championship leader, and now you can see Aros. Aros looks very slow for some reason. I don't know what's happened to Aros, but look at that, even up by Rouge. And look at the grip compared that Turner's got. He just races by, and Turner's already up into P3. And wow, amazing stuff. Look at that, Rain finds himself, oh, and those cars going free abreast into the con. They've got to be careful. And good racing from those two at the back there. You've got Ogween, Dan Krigman all giving it some, as Rain goes for a dive on Adam, and Rain now finds himself at the P5. And speaking of safety car winners, Rain is definitely one of those. He is going to be he's going to be up there now. How quick does he ever take? Look at the speed he's got. I think Aros almost moves out the way there for him. Rain is he's on one, and Elite Risk is already within that second of Benster, so I can't see Benster hanging on too long to these guys, given that he's on old hard tyres compared to their new mediums. Dan has also got Aros. Aros is falling like a lead balloon here as he loses another position, this time to Adam. They're on the same tyres, so that almost ended in tears. But these are tier 1 drivers, they know what they're doing, as Krigmet has a little look at Aros as well, but nothing doing. Right, Elite Risk. Is he going to get past Benster? Look at, he's getting so close to the back. Benster knows he can't hold on for too long. He's got to get a good run for a Rouge and Radion, or it's game over. And look at that already. Elite Risk applies a bit of ERS, sticks to the outside lane, and I'll tell you what, it looked like he had DRS, but it didn't, did he? And Elite Risk finds himself back up into P1. Sublime drive so far from the McLaren team principal, which does obviously demote Benster down into P2. And I guess the next question is, how long will it take Turner to overtake Benster. Benster doing the gamble. He had to try something, didn't he, against Turner. And Turner in that top 5 nice and comfortably, isn't he? Rain is now up into P4. He's only a second and a half off these guys. He's currently being chased down by Ogween. Here's hoping we get a good and motivated Rain back for next season. It'd be great to see him up there with Elite Risk and Benster and Ogween, Turner as well. And look at that, Elite Risk already almost a second half ahead of Benster after 1 lap. Benster he's lost the DRS. It will be enabled this lap, so he won't get it on this turn, but Turner will get the DRS down the Kemmel Straight as a 1:45.8 Elite Risk sets the fastest lap so far. There you go, DRS confirmed to be enabled, and look how close he is to the back of that Alfa Romeo. He's going to be pushing him up the hill, isn't he? Look. Be careful. He's got to be careful, and he takes the same line Elite Risk does, and there you go. Turner up into P2, Benster P3, and yet to make a stop, of course. The faint hope that Benster had of clinching the second time in a row is slowly fading. And he needs some kind of, use the word miracle, but he needs something to swing his way. If he had a safety car now, he would, well, pretty much be almost last, because obviously the cars are too compact. Right now, he'd be behind all those medium drivers. Obviously all the hards will probably pit now. But he needs something. He needs something. But, there you go, look, Rain already finds himself half a second behind. Now Benson knows what kind of driver Rain is and how kind of fast he can be. I don't think he'll hold him up if Rain comes steaming up behind him. And we've got to watch out for Ogween as well. Benson could find himself in P5 by the end of the Kemmel Straight here. As is that Vaughan getting past Aros? It is. Alright, let's get back to these two then. Elite Risk with another fastest lap of the race. I think he is looking very rapid today. And well, before we get Rain versus Benster, are we going to get Ogween versus Rain? Or we deploying some of that ERS he's got available to him now? Here we go. Rain gets a check into the penalty. Which way will Ogween go? Rain goes left, Benster stays in the middle, and Ogween goes left as well. And as I predicted, Benster is down to P5 before the end of the Kemmel Straight. And a shame for Benster. The light extinguishes that bit more, but the other drivers around him are, of course, getting penalties, so it's not all lost. There is still something to play for here. And this is where, I guess, you contemplate coming in, maybe wait until lap 15 or 16 and putting the softs on. Waiting for a safety car. There's still cars out there that are liable to hit that wall and bring out a safety car. The gap is open though. That Vaughan is 5 seconds behind Dan. But Ogween and Rain, I don't think we've seen this pair race together yet, so interesting to see what kind of chemistry these guys have in terms of racing etiquette. I'm sure they'll be absolutely fine. Look, Ogween's car looks absolutely planted, doesn't it? Ahead of him, Rain's car looked a bit kind of squirrely, didn't it? But Ogween's looks absolutely planted. As Dan, no, it's Benson. Oh, hello. Benson's in the pits now. This is too early for softs, so I'm guessing he's going to go on the mediums here. Yeah, all the other hard runners are in the pits as well now. So he won't lose too much time. Or places, I should say. What? Please tell me the game's glitching. Please tell me the game's glitching. Wait, is it raining? Is it raining? Wait. Is it raining? I think it is raining. Oh my golly gosh, it's raining. Oh, but it doesn't look wet enough just yet. Obviously the DRS hasn't been disabled, so it's not quite wet enough. But Benster looks like he's going fast enough to keep those tyres at the temperature here. The question is, how fast will this rain come down? And how impacted will the guys at Elite Risk and Turner be at the front? We've got a yellow flag. We've got a Red Bull and it's Winnets who somehow manages to spin halfway up the Kemmel Straight. Is it the intermediate tyres? Have they done him in? I'm not too sure. What's he up to? Bit of an odd one, but there you go. Right, let's watch their leaders then. So obviously Benster has now pitted for intermediates. What is Elite Risk and Turner going to do? Are they going to cover him off? Or are they going to do another lap? They are going to do another lap. That tells you about the grip of the track, doesn't it? It tells you that we're not quite ready for the inters, so the gamble from Benster not paying off. However, Ogween is going into the pits. I imagine he'll be the guinea pig. Let's have a look at the gap from Benson to Adam. It's currently 7.2, 7.3. So this would be where... Oh, and Benson gets a time penalty. He's cutting corners as well. So it looks like the gap is coming down quite... I'll say it was... Well, he's in the pits. That's why it's coming down drastically. But it looks like he may have pitted a little bit too early. Because he's still going to come out behind Ogween. However... Now his tyres are up to temperature. If it gets wetter, then Elite Risk and Turner are going to be in trouble here. We haven't seen the DRS disabled sign just yet. But Turner using all that battery. And he's going to be getting all this data from Ogween as well. Telling him how fast it is. And let's keep an eye on the kind of Ogween, shall we? On the gap to plunk it, to pun it. 10.2 at the moment, so we'll see if that changes. And there you go, DRS is disabled. It is now time for the intermediate tyres, and the thing is, he's not catching that much. Oh, and Dan's gone. Dan's gone. He's lost it there. Oh my goodness. Around campus, wasn't it? The campus chicane, and we have another safety car, and that is... Well, it's what Benson didn't need, really, because all the guys ahead of him are going to get a free pit stop. It's really not falling his way, is it? It will now give Elite Risk and Turner that free pit stop they so desperately needed. Everyone will dive into the pits, and, well, oh, what a shame that is. One more lap would have been great. But this is F1. You cannot script this at all. It's such a shame for Benster, who is in the pits again. Does he need a nose change, or is he just fresh set of tyres? I'm not too sure what's going on there. Just a fresh set of intermediates. By the looks of it, he was only 1 or 2 laps older, wasn't he? I'm not too sure what Benson's going to gain out of that. He's lost positions now. He was obviously in P5. He's now down in P8. So, yeah, I have to admit, a bit of a strange decision from Benson, but he is obviously a much better driver than I am. So, obviously, I won't be questioning any kind of strategy calls he makes. Does seem strange to me, but I'm sure it'll work out at some point. But now the top two are as you were, Elite Risk and Rain 1 and 2. We've got Rain up in the podium. Don't forget, Rain started last, so P17 to P3 at the moment. Great drive for Rain, who literally only said he'll race with 5 minutes before the lobby opened. So the guys had no practice, and here he is up in P3. Hopefully he'll be able to have some good pace in the rain as well. 12 runners in, we've had 5 retirements. And now the safety car is out and we get the reset. But of course now everyone's on the same tyres, we're not going to get the kind of medium to hard dynamic we had before. A quick reminder about the standings. There you go. Top 5 return is all he needs. How many laps will we get behind the safety car? And look at that, MFG in the points, but it looks like he's on the medium tyres. Is he on inters and the game's playing silly buggers with me, or is he actually on the mediums? No, he's on the mediums. No? He's got to be on inters. I think the game's just playing games with me for no reason. Yeah. Alright, let's just hang on with the leaders for now. Got some racing on the safety car. But it's weird because he's catching the safety car. But it looks like he's on the mediums, but he is getting hounded by Krigman. Oh, when he goes off! Oh, dear me. I think Krigman and Jake getting a bit lucky there. But these guys will now be able to safely catch the safety car. FG unfortunately having a bit of a spill. Apparently the drivers have been told by Jeff that it's going to be dry in 10 minutes, so it will likely stay wet until the end. Wait, we get another lap around the safety car. And Jake's in. Is he going to put another set of, I think he's going to put a fresh set of inters on. Softs. Oh, an Auros. What's happened to Auros? Did he retire in the pits, or? I didn't see what happened there. And Jake has come out on softs. MFG has got the inters on. Is Jake going for the ultimate gamble here? It's still raining, so I'm not too sure what Jake's up to. Let's see how much grip he has. Not a lot. He's treading very lightly. But the safety car will be in, so he's got to... oh dear me, he's not really catching that train, is he? I think Jake's done the gamble, and he's even if an MFG is on his back. It's a gamble that probably... was it worth taking? I mean, the track looks like it's getting worse. He's not going to be able to drive. Jake gave us some entertainment in the last... well, might as well have some fun. Last race on the game. Safety car is in, of course, so... will Jake be able to catch up before the end? I mean, he will, but... I mean, I'm sure he'll probably be left for dead. Unless, of course, the game decided to put him on English for no reason. Which... sorry, softs, which... can and usually... be done, but there you go, he has caught up. Track is way too wet for softs. But right, let's concentrate on the leaders before I lose. Alright, how soon will Elite Risk go this time? This time he hasn't got Aros to give him a bumper, and there he goes again. I think not quite. Jake had a spin, there you go, he's put the foot down and he span. Oh, Aros was looking at the map, that's way retired, and oh hello, Penite's in the pits here. What's he up to? But Elite Risk keeps the lead. Benster's in P6 now, after Penite's pitting. And Benster getting all out of shape there. What's happened there? He's in P5. That is the last place he wants to be, really. He finds himself over 2 seconds behind Ogween now. So Turner in P2 can pretty much take it easy. Plunkett comes out, and how quick... yeah, he overtakes Jake real easy. I think Jake is going to be waiting for a long time if he wants that track to dry out. So at the front then, we've got 4 laps remaining, including this one. So 3.5. Been quite entertaining so far, and Benster is not making any inroads. Look at that, he's 2.1 now, so he's lost another 2 temps, so 3 temps now. So Benster really not enjoying these conditions. But let's not count the chickens before home. And Rain looks like he may have a dry setup as well. He's falling second off the front 2. Whoa! And there you go. That's how tricky that corner is, and he is now under a massive pressure from Ogween. These two are going to go side by side in the rain. That is not what you do around here, but they Ogween. Oh, and Rain is always getting all out of shape, and very good racing and driving to not hit each other. And look at that, fantastic racing from these guys. Rain. I mean, a lesser driver would have definitely put that in the wall, but he managed to keep it going, and Ogween does very well to not collect him as well. The front 2 continue to race away. Because of that, Benz is able to catch up half a second as well. Oh, almost a second actually, I should say. And Ogween, can he do anything about Rain? As Rain goes very wide. He's not enjoying these conditions, is he? As Jake finds himself 30 seconds off the pace. He's determined to stay on those softs, isn't he? But good news for Benster is that he's dropped Vaughan by 3 seconds in that lap. There we go. And with 2.5 laps to go, Turner's still where he needs to be to clinch that title. It'll be a Mercedes clean sweep. Drivers, constructors combined. Let's have a little ride on board with our championship elect. Yeah, 2 laps to go then. Penultimate lap of the season for these guys. And what a season it's been for Ogween. He's been very consistent so far. Doesn't need to pressure elite risk. He could just stay where he is. Ogween still behind Rain. Benster still not being able to catch up, but obviously with a lap to go, I think it's pretty much settled. But shout out to Benster, who's been there and thereabouts all season. He's only won 1 race this year, but that is how you can get yourself in a championship fight. You just have to be ultra consistent, and Benster is almost a definition of consistency. Today hasn't been his day. He's gone for the bold strategy calls, which haven't paid off. But it's been a superb fight for him. But for the final lap, let us be with champion-elect Turner. He had a slow start. It was Aiden the Red Bull who had a great start to the season. And he won 4 of the next 5 races to take the lead, and he hasn't looked back since. He had a couple of, I wouldn't say dodgy races, but there was a couple of races where he finished behind Benster and the gap went from about 33 points down to 10. And then last week, when he won, it went back up to 17 as they finished 1-2. And here, Turner has done what he needs to do. He hasn't made any moves. He's been just getting on with what he needs to do. And there you go. A pass on the final lap, is it? Ogween and Rain going side by side. And running out of room there. Looks like Rain got his elbows out, trying to keep that podium. If the form was a bit quicker, he might have put a podium. But as much as I want to stay with these guys, we need to, of course, be on board with Turner as he approaches the final chicane. Oh, don't ruin it now. Oh, dear me. And there you go. Elite Risk crosses the line to win the race. And Turner comes home in P2 to take P2 and take the championship in his full season debut. Congratulations to Turner. Commiserations to Benster, who finishes P5 on the road, but P2 in the championship. Guy who never gave up. It was against the odds. And very well driven from everyone today. Great to see Rain back in the fold as well. Losing out on the final corner to Ogween. there we have it. That is a wrap for Tier 1, folks. It's been an up and down season for sure. And Driver Day does go to rain, of course. I mean, I would definitely agree with the game this time. The guy started 17th and he finishes 4th. One corner away from a podium. It's very well driven from rain. So we'll just wait for the podium to load. It's taken an absolute age for no reason. Come on. Come on. There we go. A little bit worried there. There you go, Elite Risk with the first place trophy. Great racing today as well. Right then, here is your race rundown, folks. Once this loads. So, come on, game. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Come on. Please don't. Is it going to take me back to the lobby? It's taking me back to the lobby. Wow. Okay, well then, I guess I won't be updating the tables. Right, so, after the game completely shits the bed, I guess it's time to end the stream. So thank you guys for watching. Once again, congratulations to Turn Up on his championship victory tonight. If you've enjoyed tonight, join us again on Thursday, where Tier 2 finale will be taking place, where we've got the battle between Fusion Gamer and Paloma. 9 points the gap between those two. And we're back here at Spa, where I think Jake will be in the comms book. I am not too sure. But either way, that will be the last race on F1 22 for us, guys. We'll be back with the new game around the end of June. And so, once again, thank you guys very much for watching. We'll see you soon. And bye-bye for now.
Gone for this big dive. Hamilton dives out of the way.
But no, Ice is going to do it. He comes across the line to take P1 on his debut. What an amazing race. It's the battle of the late breakers, and Elite Risk gets it.
Lovely move from Scotty.
Look, here we go then, around the outside. Oh, what a move by Eno. That is not a place to overtake.
Buddy War's up to give us up. That a good fight.
Oh dear me. Oh, and look at that. Peg Dorniak and Charlie going at it. Rampuon. Front to the last corner, who's going to get the better traction, race on the better line. It's going to be a drag race to the finishing line.
say, gone
Oh,
for
he's
the
gone
big
through.
dive. Hamilton dives out of the way.
But no, Ice is going to do it. He comes across the line to take P1 on his debut. What an amazing race. It's the battle of the late breakers, and a late risk gets it.
Oh, lovely move from Scotty.
Oh, one look, here we go, then around the outside. Oh, what a move by Eno. That is not a place to overtake.
Buddy War's not going to give us up without a good fight.
Oh dear me. Oh, and look at that. Hegonak and Charlie going at it. Rampuon. Front by front in the last corner. Who's going to get the better traction? Race for the better line. It's going to be a drag race to the finishing line.